Alright. So I'm gonna go live, yes? I want to see what happens to this camera. I've been having a technical issue with the camera, bear with me. I don't know why it's doing it. But let me see if I can... This is frustrating, guys, sorry. Don't know why it's like that. You can still see me though, right? I think you can still see me. So, I pledge to make sure it doesn't happen next time. Okay, holy ones. Yeah, I don't want to take up this time, so. Alright. I just wanted to say, you guys, that hello, Nixo90, my Chiwa, blessings to you, Holy One, yes. I want to announce, you guys, that I'm going to be officially coming live every Tuesday. Now, I'm going to add more days later, of course. But for now, I just want to know so you guys can actually schedule, because you want to... I see some of you say that, oh, darn it, I missed your live. Well, this way now I'll be here around this time, Mountain Standard Time, whatever time is in your clock right now. And so I'll be here every Tuesday, okay? 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, vatos. So that means for a month. So come back over and check out my other videos. Vatos, Indigo Children. What's going on? Yeah. Much love, much respect as we talk about past lives and our reincarnation. What's that? Well, glad you asked, because we're going to be talking about that here on Christos Avatar, live on YouTube, vatos. How you doing, baby? We got Claus. Thank you for being a member, Holy One. Machiwa. Okoye. I love you. Thank you. Blessings. Jared. Umberger. Machiwa. Love some Fabian. Yeah. Kochiwa. And this is right here, brothers, this is a collective. Collective vatos of light. Messengers of light, speakers of light. Yes, we talk about what is love, what is God here. And today we're talking about what are past lives. Welcome at you. You guys have found the real deal. We don't mess around here at Christos Avatar. Makaya, no. I wouldn't dare waste your time, holy ones. And you are holy. This is what all your past lives and future lives are. A great big conscious family, spiritual family. Hello, realize this multidimensional aspect inside yourself. Realize this, queer. It's like, your people. It's your vatos, man. What's up? Many different levels of yourself. And we try to, not correct you, but simply offer, hello, the Christos perspective. Realize that, spirit, that energy we recognize, we call out as the law of one. Chikiwa, a sacred spiritual science. So perceive this Christos light, this 12th dimensional Christ conscious light. You are part of this in your past lives and future lives. Hello, honey. Are you human? Part human, even. Are you human? Okay. Well, guess what? That means you're automatically part of the 12th dimensional Christ consciousness. And what is Christ? It's 12D, which is avatars. That's why we say Christ avatars, Christos avatars, holy ones you are. Yeah, vatos, my guy, yeah. And out of that, people say, oh, past lives, that's your past. Huh? What do you mean past? Time is an illusion, honey. Don't identify with one part of yourself and then you die and reincarnate. No. Okay, this is a misperspective. You would say a distortion, but an intended distortion. You're being sent off your track, honey. You don't realize this multidimensional past life, future life identity as a multitude. You are collective, vatos. All of us have past lives, whether you remember or not. But we correct that. We simply turn the word past or future to simultaneous, where it's all happening, vatos, simultaneous, in different wavelengths of time vectors, like the smallest cycle. But there's many cycles, and you are part of these many cycles, so you are part of a multitude. You are a plural being, vatos, past lives, future lives. Hello, simultaneous lives now. In the now, right now, you are living all of these lives in these different sections of time vectors, different time vectors. Okay, and you can be stuck within your time vector. That's actually reincarnation. Is actually not a good thing. You don't want to reincarnate. Why do you want? That's like taking the third grade over and over again and not moving on to the astral 4D. But because you keep on rinse and repeat. Hello, you're meant to ascend. Yes, holy ones. There's a purpose to a spiritual path. It's called transmutation. You are taking the 3D consciousness and hopefully transmuting it to a 4D consciousness and then into a 5D consciousness. You don't skip from 3D to 5D, honey. Doesn't work that way. You actually have to get those codes in every time vector. Every one of your time vectors have to ascend, come to that higher part of yourself, and you realize, whoa, it's all myself. All are happening now. Simultaneous. Not past, not future. A simple hello correction. It's simultaneous. At the same time, you are you know what an avatar is? When we speak avatar is a multitude. And that multitude, one of those multitudes is you. This is your 12D Christed one. You are a Christ at that level. You yourself. But we've got a bump on our head and we forgot all this. We forgot about multidimensional reality. Because you can't explain past lives, honey. You can't explain reincarnation, really, without knowing about the multidimensions. Reality isn't just this. And no, it's not a flat earth. That's bullshit. Hello, call bullshit, Indigo. Understand the falsehoods. Understand there's darkness. There is shadow. Trying to vampire you. It's a spiritual war. You understand? In these other incarnations. Because that's what we are down here, vatos. Density 1, dang. Doesn't 1 mean the beginning? Doesn't 1 mean the lowest? Yes. Intrinsically, we're all God. Yeah, there we go. That trumps it all. In the hologram, we are in this playground. God, ascended masters, are projecting themselves into there. Your higher ascended master, my ascended master, we're projecting ourselves into this world. You are an ascended master, vato. You're not damned. You're not going to hell. You're not going to heaven. You're going to ascend in God. Basically, what that means is you're expanding back to your source. That's why we call God source, because that's where you originate from, and it is a central source. You understand? We're just one time matrix, 50-dimensional time matrix. Oh, there's many. Yes, Vato, there's many time matrices. Okay, and you would say your higher parts in the ascended masters even go beyond that, in that cosmos, cosmic identity, because that's what we're talking about, Vatos. We got this incarnate identity. Incarnate, reincarnate. It's not, hello, ascend. Awaken Christed ones. Understand God isn't within you. God is inside you, not outside you. What are you thinking? Do you not know what is all? Do you not know what is omnipresent? God is everywhere. God's within you, everywhere. God is everywhere. That didn't change. If you're dark, okay, you're still part of the everyone. You're still part of the one who is everyone. There's no exception to all. Capital A, capital L, capital L, exclamation, 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 all. No exception, no special one, no chosen one, no bad one, no good one, no evil one, no right one, wrong one. No, all. All. Yes, you are. All. Get that concept and maybe you'll go somewhere. In those past lives, future lives, God is all. Not some, God is all. So you are God, Machiwa. And don't let anyone else tell you different. Not some religion, not some guru, not some God. Creator God, it's fake God, fake Christ. Not the real God, because all God is simple. Oh, that, you, that one person, this person, hey brother, hey sister, we're all God. And it's a hologram. It's a spiritual science, okay? You have these ignorant ones writing comments on the videos. Speaking, you are sending, transmitting your energy, your ignorance. Oh, this people who believe in, this is crazy or schizophrenic or something wrong with you. Oh, thank you for your judgment. Realize you are the one who is lesser evolved in your consciousness by your own free will. By the way, your free will, you choose this, to speak this. We see you, we are light, we shine, we expose darkness. The real light exposes because the real light is shining. It actually is Christ. Not you, not phaser. Faker. Liar. Basically. That's what these fallen angelic beings are speaking, are reflecting. They are these dark ones. Are you one of these speaking dark? You feel it. It's not an idea, it's not a belief, it's a knowing, a cognition. No faith required. Honey, you are God. Realize you are God. We're all. You can explain to a child all, honey, sweetheart, darling, God is all. Look and you will find God everywhere, because God is everywhere. You never separated from God. You can't be outside of God. Understand God, understand Christ, which is a consciousness, a people, a race, a chiwa, a people, man, a tribe, a 12 tribe. Okay, God is, the divine is base 12. Okay, you see my touch at 12, 24, 48, 144. Realize this, tribes, 12 tribes, times another 12. Understand you are in all these periods of time. In the hologram, you talk about time, okay? But it's multidimensional, all happening at the same time. All vibrating at its different frequencies. This radio station, this TV station, this picture, this is all vibration, honey. And you're in a spectrum of vibrations. In every dimension you have a spectrum. Dimension 1 has a spectrum. Dimension 2 has a spectrum. Dimension 3 has a spectrum. And each level is more consciousness, more connection, more energy. Energy is conscious. Consciousness is energy. Everything is alive. In the hologram, everything is alive. Everything and all. Machiwa. Understand these principles, vatos. Because you are light, right? You know this knowledge. You are connected to the law of one, to Christ. Understand the real definition of Christ. Realize. Oh, you're going beyond. We have these ignorant ones speaking to us who are not activated their chakra, which means they're not opening their awareness and consciousness. But they speak with their arrogance, and they put their judgment on you. Speaking, once again, they're speaking into the hologram. They speak this darkness into your reality. They're sending you, transmitting you this vampirism, the shadow. You're trying to be peaceful and happy and good, but they're sending there, shit. Speak it. We see you speaking. We see. You don't, because you don't know what that is. The heart. You don't know what this is. The truth. You don't speak and see these visions, do you? So what are you saying? We know what you're speaking. I love you, Holy Ones. Thank you for being here on Christos Avatar Live. And don't let these little close-minded creatures, yeah. You just smile and you go about your beloved day. Don't let these energies, these people, these conversations bring your light down. Make that actually something that brings your light up more. Oh yeah, I can show you light. It exposes your darkness. You just crumble into that little fall. Fall, demon. Fall, angelic. I'm shining this light to you. Trolls and oh my Kewasita. This is light. Feel light, Vatos. Keep on expressing your light, Christ. Know yourself, God. You are all God, precious ones, beloved ones. Yeah. Remember that deep inside of yourself. Know that you are this light, that you're this guardian. Know it, feel it in every part of your anatomy, because you are there. In all of those molecules and all those little plants and animals and humans and other types of beings. You are many beings, past lives, present lives, future lives. You are all these lives, Holy One, at once. You are an avatar. Don't let that shit tell you otherwise. You understand shit. And you shine. You rise, man. You rise in this 12-dimensional consciousness, which is Christ consciousness, honey. Rise in your Christ. Shine your Christ, man. Understand this identity that you are. A Christed being is what? Is a collective. You are a people, man. And the Guardians call this your personal Christos. You have a personal Christos of a minimum. It's mathematical, honey. This is a sacred spiritual science. So you do talk about the unified field physics. You are this collective of beings. Alright? Some of those higher parts come to you in your own thoughts. They can come in here and, whoa, it's you. So realize some of your spirit guides are you, Vatos. You are a family, man. So this is your identity. Don't just think of your 3D identity. You're much greater than that. Right now. Connect to that part of you now. It is possible. And we talk of this spiritual science. We teach it. I show the diagrams. I'm bringing the teachings. I'm just one channel. There's a few others. Like Lisa Renee. I love you, sister. What's going on with you? Amatsiwa. So we go inside of there. And we go in our understanding. We go in our light. Even if you don't think you understand everything, you don't have to. Let this light be your guide, man. Remember this knowledge. Remember this mighty identity. This personal Christos, man. That's a lot of beings. You know, you can learn to put intention there and start connecting to some of your other selves. As a matter of fact, as part of ascension, Vatos, you are actually opening this chakra. Well, that's the 4th dimension of yourself.
the green way. This consciousness of the future in the hologram, understand, is more advanced than you. Of course you want to connect to it. You want to connect, that's a race of people there. It's energy. Energy, oh, your chakra, you know, the wavelength, the color, the light is a spectrum, and this is the green race in that spectrum. This is the consciousness and the future that you're evolving to now. Building your fourth strand so you can go into a higher reality. It's called ascension. You get the DNA, you know. We're living in a Puchiwa. You have this hologram is created, and it has levels, a structure. You can find out where you are right here. Okay, it's a 15-dimensional time matrix, 15 dimensions. Most people only teach 7 chakras. No, honey. What? What's that? Well, that's a 7th dimensional consciousness. I guess that's cool. But hey, you're actually 12. Okay? 12 levels of consciousness. And it's inside your junk DNA. That's the bizarre thing. It's in you now, but you're meant to, through consciousness, activate it. What do you think activation means? Oh, it's just a hippie thing. It's stupid. No. You activate. Yes, you activate your freaking DNA. Which what? Affects your consciousness. The DNA is what's projecting from whatever's been happening in all your many lives. You understand that we are part of a soul. You here on Earth, in the 3D of Earth, you are part of a soul. You have a soul in the 4th dimension. Starting, you have souls. You have 12 souls. Remember, we're talking to 12. Hello. Other people want to change that number. I get your comments. Man, all you who are posers and faking this spiritual knowledge and light, you're gonna be bare ass naked and exposed. You're gonna be surrounded by Christ consciousness, and then what? Nothing. It's coming, baby. Right here, it's coming, baby. It's coming. Christ. Oh my koye, rise. It's in here. Awaken it. Chihuahua. It's so beautiful about those past lives. You remember your past lives by activating your psychic abilities. So if you're one of those people who don't believe in this stuff, well, but you're looking for psychic powers, honey, you're not going to get psychic powers unless you realize the principles, which are spiritual principles. Okay, you want to learn a spiritual thing, well, you learn how through the knowledge of the spirit. Okay, you don't want to believe in that, okay. Make your theories and ideas. But realize all these little kids, they're going to be blowing your paradigm out of the water. This rising, awakening consciousness is going to show you why it's not working. And give you something, here we are, baby. It's undeniable. What you are. No, what do you want? What do you want now, bitches? Check it out. That little kid just took your theory and whoa. That arrogance and that pride and that ego. Hello, goodbye. Cleanse, honey. Cleanse this consciousness, holy ones. Transmute the shit. That would make a good bumper sticker. Transmute the shit. Wakaya. Goodbye. Dismiss. Little thinking. Constricted, fragmented thinking. Vampiric thinking. Goodbye. Toxic people. Goodbye. Psychopaths. Goodbye. Scrub. SOS. Get off that bleach. Hello. Sparkling clean love and light, baby. Yeah. I love you. Just blow them away with this love, this Christ unconditional love. Shiva. Cool, yeah, sign. Come on, you guys. You know that vibration. You know I've been teaching you what that liquid light looks like. You should be meditating on it already. Check it out. Christ is within you, not outside you. Past lives, future lives, those are all you, Vato. And you're somewhere kind of like in a low level part. So you want to rise in your consciousness and realize that, wow, you have a parallel self. Excuse me. A doppelganger. Like this is particle, which is called particle universe, and there are antiparticle, the particle universe. These are particle units. So we are, but it depends on which side you're on. So some of you are connecting to your parallel. Wow, check that out. So you see this, you would say they're actually more advanced than us. Our twin over there, and I mean twin flame, this is a parallel antiparticle version of you, a replica of you, a doppelganger, a parallel Earth, parallel universe, okay, the parallel you. So you have another you doing its own spiritual journey, but they're faster than us, faster particle speed, twice as fast as us. So they're kind of like density 2 to us. It's comparable to density 2 speed, consciousness level. They're super advanced than us. But so one of the goals of your ascension is to merge with your parallel. You're merging with the consciousness of your parallel. And we're talking about past lives and future lives of our own particle universe. We got past lives, future lives of the antiparticle version of yourself. Man, you are glorious. Now we're talking double sides. Now we're talking 24-strand beings and beyond. To 36-strand DNA, to 48-strand Christed DNA. Well, that's what Jeshua, the Guardians call him Jeshua, Shenandoah, and Melchizedek. This is part of, baby Jesus was the real deal, Vatos. Not from that version. What? Huh? What? You felt, what's going on? So, hello. Caio, I see. Sorry, guys, it was strong. It's been a strong flow. Okay, I want to make a poll. And you guys, please, you don't have to answer, but no one's going to know what your answer was. Here's my question, okay? I'm going to make a online poll. I mean, a live poll. Ah, Nixo, thank you for that, Holy One. Thank you for those 9s, Vato. Jacob, thank you, Jacob. Nothing but love to you, Vatos. Yeah. Kochima, thank you. Machiwa. Mokuye. So we go there inside our spirit, man. We go there, man. What was I gonna do? Shit, I forgot. I saw your message and then I forgot what I was saying. Sinister Tech. What it do, Sinister Tech? 100% love. What's up, man? Woo! Zizen. Jason, sorry. That's so beautiful, Jason. What a beautiful soul. Is the parallel self the same as our higher self? Well, it's parallel. No, it's not. Just to answer your question. You have your higher selves over here. They have their higher selves on their side. You're both going through these levels, 15-dimensional time matrix. Well, that's 24-strand. Some of you are spirit. Well, that's what all the humans are doing. Remember, you're a Christed race. In the future, you become an angelic race by the time you get your 12. Imagine what kind of being you are with 12 strands of DNA. Okay? Because we actually would technically be avatars in density 4. However, our race, this powerful race, us, the Turanesium we're called, are residing in the density 2. So our race is freaking powerful, and this is why we're reigning in the law of one society. Okay, you not here. Obviously, it's shit. You know, it's dark. It's being taken over, and it will be taken over. It's just a matter of how many of you are going to raise your consciousness out of this timeline. You want to get your consciousness out of here, man. I mean, do that through ascension by developing your DNA. So we're all about that, man. This is a real deal. This is a ascension period. So you're gonna have so you could say the spiritual warfare has been heightened. It's like, whoa, like DEFCON 4 or something, because you know it can get worse, right? I don't know which way is it, higher the number or the lower the number that's more serious. DEFCON 1 is ultimate war, right, or something. Anyways, what's up, babies? My vatos. My chiwa for your coffee. What's up, Holy One? Jacob, member. Thank you for being a member, Jacob. Yeah. Oh, poll, yeah. Thank you. Shit. Thank you, Jacob. All right. Start a poll. And the question is, do you, like, I would say, instead of believe, or have you had a past life, I'll just say, do you think you've had a past life? Like, maybe not, you know, or definitely no. Okay? Do you think you remember a past life? Sorry. A past life. Yes? No. You know, just say yes if it's like, hey, you know, I think so, you know. No, or is there a third question maybe? I guess yes or no is good enough, right? Do you think you remember a past life? Yes or no? I'll just say leave it at that. I usually add a third option, like maybe or something. Yeah, I'll set you up with questions. What's up, guys? Yeah? Yeah, man. You guys will get some ideas, man. And as you go through your activations, you'll start to remember these abilities. You could say you awaken them. And you don't really do that without putting effort into a conscious spiritual journey. You're trying to like become awakened in the spiritual world. You're not like being fooled by this, you would say, you know, you see it as, what the hell is this? This is not our best state, man. This is off. Something's distorted here. And there's distortion, and we talk about that here on Christos Avatar. What's up? I have a coffee, guys. Excuse me. I mean, I don't have a cough. I had to cough. Biological crap. Sorry for the bed again, but one day I won't have this squeaky thing. Man, that sucks with the camera, guys. I'm sorry. Damn, that's gonna suck. When I go to edit that, it's too much like this. Oh, great. Jared. I remember showing up to a pyramid in a boat and being ushered inside. The sky was purple. Wow. Interesting, Vato. Thank you for sharing, Holmes. Jason. Is that the satanic symbol, right? Transmute. Qua. Toll, poll. Wow, 100% so far of you guys say yes. All right, awakening. Christ awakening, yeah. Remember, your other selves are simultaneous. So we have, you guys,
We have 15 dimensions of consciousness to go through. It doesn't get boring. You have all kinds of experiences waiting beyond the 3D. But what's happening is you're being stuck in the 3D. You're reincarnating. What? Huh? What are you doing? Rise. Rise. Awaken, Holy One. Master Jedi, you are. Realize. You are this ascended master. You're a Christed avatar. Hello. Raise your identity expectations. You're greater than this. Yeah? What's up? Yeah. Yeah. So, realize, okay, Vatos, as part of your awakening is understanding those higher parts. And that's you. That is you. Wakaya. And it's the normal. This is not normal to be individual one perception. There's something wrong there. You're supposed to perceive, you're supposed to remember these past lives and future lives. And you're also supposed to remember that it's, simultaneous. You understand these sort of advanced concepts. Spiritual ascension is kind of, technical. It's a technical thing. We're dealing with stargates and transmutation of energy and consciousness. It's a big thing. And lots of creatures and beings are a part of this. So this is pretty amazing what's going on actually on Earth. And it's a great time to be alive. You'll get a lot of spiritual lessons in this time period. What's up? Prepare yourself. Holy ones on Earth, prepare yourself. You are part of this angelic guard. You're part of this light. Don't worry, you're not alone. Maybe sometimes you feel like it, but there's a team of light here, Vatos, coming on in. So, hello. Got some ground troops here around the world. Team Indigo, homies. Lirin, Syrian, Wakur. We are these Anuhazi. We are these feline hominids, 12th dimensional avatars, liquid light, beings of liquid light consciousness. Ochiwa, you call hydroplasm. Whole nother reality. It's hard to even speak in human terms what it is. You would have to experience it in your own Christed self. Awaken that Christ consciousness. And it sounds weird, but in this system, in this innerchristos, originally taught by Ashana Dean, that's what I'm teaching now in 2022. These are legitimate ways, you would say, of spiritual evolutionary, leaps. Because that's what is necessary. Because we got such a low consciousness, and you got to transmute that into 4D, into 5D consciousness. In order to get out of here, you call it spiritually ascend. And unfortunately, because we don't have the immortal body, unless you are becoming a Christed awakened avatar, if you're starting to realize your higher parts, it's possible you're just going to have your Merkaba, or you'll have your assistants from the Guardian Alliance. The Guardians, your family that you awaken to. Are you awakening to them? You awaken to your galactic, your universal, your cosmic level. You realize you're a mini. This is just one part of us that thinks it's a individual self, but you awaken into your higher DNA, and whoa, now you already see 12 of souls. At this level, you see 12 of yourself. So that's kind of a small collective, a small people. But, like we said, the name of the video, 1,728 other selves, other simultaneous selves. In the higher realities, a collective is your full consciousness out of many individuals. You're a people thought. And each level, gets bigger, like the oversoul, and then the avatar, and then the rishi.
your collectives get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why some people can have like 5,000-6,000 different other selves. Because the minimum is 1,728 other selves. Everybody has that many other selves. Like you see your life, your lifetime, brief as it is, well, there's many other of you right now in different time periods. In the hologram, we make reference to time, but we know that time-space is not real. The whole hologram is an illusion. It's made for consciousness, the ascended master consciousness, to come in here and experience, kind of like we are trying to do here in our civilization with virtual reality. But we're like little babies in this understanding compared to these races. But those races are us. Those are our future lives, our future vibrations. But it's all, vibration. That's why it's all simultaneous. It's not linear. It's not going like this. It's now. All these time periods are now. So you connect your consciousness to these other worlds. You put yourself there at that vibration, at this vibration, at this vibration, at your crown. You feel these vibrations, you feel this consciousness. You're opening the portal to that dimension of reality. Open your third eye, that's the sixth dimension of reality. Your sixth dimensional future, very far future self. 3 dimensions higher than you. That's like in the 40,000, 50,000 years in the future. That's how far in the future the 5th dimension is. We think we're the shit in 2022. We don't even have flying cars or nothing. And people are still dying and shit. And there's still crime and hunger and shit. Well, okay. Something's wrong on this planet. And we're trying to do something about it. Sorry. There you go. We're doing something about it. With our consciousness, we're becoming aware of shit now, I hope. You need to be aware of the dangers lurking, honey. It's a spiritual war, and there's dark shit. So be prepared. Or not. I love you, Batas. Angels, no fear, angels, because you are light. You are the guardian angelic nations, and all of these, and it does include extraterrestrials, but even higher beings called metaterrestrials, and then ultraterrestrials. It's a big giant thing going on here. And just remember, it's just one time matrix out of many, countless time matrices. I love you. And they're all like in a circle, a spiral, vatos to God. It's like you're, well, not downwards, but it's like they're funnels, wormholes. One time matrix is like a wormhole, and there's others, and they're all wormholes going to a central source with the guardians called the Unici. So all these time matrices you will spend time in. You're gonna, as an ascended master, there's levels of that, levels of cosmos. We show it on the time matrix diagram. You can see some levels of God, but not all yet. You will see it grow bigger. So please, you guys, you like this diagram that I show? So let me show it so we can understand this consciousness and your other selves. Vato locos. Don't you want to know more about your other selves? Of course you do, my chihuahua. I guess it would be helpful if I open the diagram. It will happen now. So I got this diagram. Come on, Bato. Because I was supposed to fix this problem, but sorry guys. Okay. Alright, great. Let me try to see if I can fix this crap. Yeah, sorry, Vatos. But this is worth your time, so please hold on for 1 second. What the shit, man? Why is it? Okay. 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 What the shit? It's stuck at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, Vatos. What's up? Yeah. You are part of this, man. It's called a 15-dimensional time matrix. And God expands outside of it. Alright? This is just one time matrix out of countless. So, but realize we're called the Particum universe. Particum. And this is the Particay, your doppelganger. So, your antiparticle, your parallel self. That's part of a time matrix, Vatos. But the time matrix is really, think of this as a giant wormhole. And so these time matrices are projecting out to a central source. So it's pretty freaking amazing, actually, guys. So this is your levels of consciousness, starting from the lowest, and you go up. You go up this consciousness, up these different levels of body. And this is what your past lives and future lives are. But you realize now that you're multidimensional, multi-density, multi-consciousness, man. It's pretty freaking amazing. And in these cosmic fields is where the ascended masters are, way at the top. They're actually outside of the hologram. And so when it says God, well, part of God is these ascended masters. And they're outside of these 15-dimensional time matrix, which are many. And each one's going to break down into a parallel. These are the physics called Particai physics. And that's why these particles on our side are called Particum base magnetic. And then the Particay base electric. Vibration and oscillation and opposing each other. But we're intimately connected. You are intimately connected to your parallel self. You are intimately connected to your it's like meshed. Our energies are meshed. Just like there's time matrices in excuse me, in a circle, like excuse me, like a group of them in a circle. Imagine a circle of time matrices, and you know, that's all your experiences, man. Simultaneous experiences. So we're not even talking about those other time matrices. We're just talking about your family here. You have 1,728 selves. Now I have another diagram that'll help understand this, so let me open it. 1 second. Assets. Okay, we got these vatos, vato locos. Homies, what's up, homies? Cochiva, Indigo Child, Crystal Child, Rainbow Child. This is one example. And remember 12s, man, 12s. You have one soul and you're 1/12 of it. There's 12 of you that make up your soul. And they're all living in this time periods. See, notice dimension 1, 2, and 3 are time periods. Actually, on the big diagram, I showed you the time periods going way beyond our time matrix. Like way beyond in density 2, density 3. I mean, look at the years, man. So you have 12. Just in this one, you have 12 souls, and each one of those make 12 incarnates. So obviously 12 times 12 is 144, broken down to being males and females. You would be 72 females, 72 males. What people call twin flame, but that's just yourself, not some romantic relationship. These are different time vectors. So this is simultaneous. Imagine all these beings are simultaneously existing at the same time. They're all existing in all this hologram at once. They're just at different vibrations. This is a different vibration than these parts. These are different waveforms, wavelengths, periods of time in the hologram. Keeps going to faster. Remember, in density 2 and your parallel, it's twice the speed, man. Twice the particle speed. So everything is doubled. See the Earth years and then their years. They fit more years in half the space because they go twice as fast. So you start to have total different numbers. That's why they suddenly jump up to like crazy numbers, 21,000 years in the future. You'll start having crazy years. And also know that these are, different levels of consciousness and different types of alien races. Like you got Pegasus in here. You have dolphins and Inu, whales. You have lizard beings, mantis beings. The red ones are the ones that have fallen, the ones that are dark. All kinds of beings in all the different realities, and all your different past lives and future lives. You have these lives. A minimum in all these charts and all these races, you have a minimum of 1,728 different lives. Just like I was showing you in here, just in density 1, you have 144. Just in density, that is your past lives and future lives. Because look, you're out of this cycle, which is called a time cycle, a planetary time cycle. When you go through all these lives in this time cycle, you're meant to ascend and go to the next. And keep going. Keep going, Vatos. Let's say you think you're in the ancient Egypt. Well, that's happening now. Not in the past. You're not in the future. It's all happening now. All of you, all your selves are happening now. And it's a Christ, you call it Personal Christos. This is just density 1. But you're going to have lives in all of this. Density 1, density 2, you have lives now. And you can pretty much guarantee they don't look human anymore. You actually probably are a Pleiadian or a Syrian or some reptile race or whatever kind of race. Because you grow your DNA, man, you start changing it, your appearance. You become a celestial being, an angel, and then you become archangels, and you go farther in the future. These beings are way far in the future. They're super hyper advanced compared to us in biology and matter form. And I put some of the races down there. The Holy Elohim, the Arcturians, the Leonians, the Lyran Syrian Anahazi, that's us, who become humans. Right now they're not humans, but you keep following it down here. Now you're no longer a cat people. Now you're something called Turnesium. This is us. But we don't live here anymore. We fell from 5D. We're not in 5D anymore. We fell to here. So we used to be immortal. We still are in the future. But here we're recycling. You're recycling over and over and over again. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to get out of this death cycle and then ascend back to your immortal self, which is the normal cycle in the rest of these realities. All these are immortal. And by the time you get out of Earth, out of Tara, and a little bit into Dimension 7. Wait, what the hell? My keyboard is not... It's not cooperating, guys. It's cooperating here. Oh, now the file won't even show. Okay. I'll have to reopen it. All right. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. You're immortal now, and you don't die unless something murders you, of course. But You're supposed to get out of this terrible place. This is not where we're from. We're from this. We're a glorious race in Tara, in 5D, in 6D and 5D, and well, we're still developing in D4. But we become this glorious race by the time we get to these periods. 21,000 AD, 39,000 AD. 57,000 AD for 6D angels. Or between this period. You have lives there as an angel. You're an angel. You have lives as archangel. This is part of your Christos avatar. These are all within your avatar. See, at this level, you have all these other levels inside you. Your past lives, future lives. It's all inside you. Future lives. Past lives. Okay? So, you're a mighty being, man. And then you got these dark aliens. They're very dark, trying to tell you they're your God. And you're worshiping these gods. These Anunnaki gods. They're not gods. We're all God. But they're trying to get you to serve them as a external God. They were once good, these Melchizedek, Anu Melchizedeks, but no, they fell. And some of the Pleiadians fell. Some of our race, called the Hyperbornians. Some reptilians are not nice. They're dragons, insectoids, dragon moth, dino reptiles, the Omicron. The lovely Andromes, the New Agers love to worship. Hello, Andromes. They're actually dark, fallen, angelic, 12th dimensional avatars. No, 11th dimensional, sorry. There's no darkness in 12D. And the positive races of Pegasus. Some of the Gold Flame are positive. The Mantis beings are positive. The Ceres are... Now, there's exceptions to these dark ones. Of course, there's good ones. There's good Anunnaki. They're not all bad. Okay? And there's a bunch of hybrids from Nibiru. They're mixed with Draco. That's why they're called Anu Dracon. Because they're both. They're both Anunnaki and Draconian. So, now they got a bunch of mixtures of races. And these are your... maybe if you're part of what's called a hybrid... You're one of these fallen beings. You come to Earth. You come to this dying Earth. This is a mutated version of yourself up here. Death is not normal, honey. But you're in a fallen state. This isn't Phantom. No, some of you have asked that. Phantom's in a separate system. We're not talking about Phantom. We're talking about this. Density 1 for humans is a fallen state. We're created in this place. Not here. This is not normal. We're kind of suffering down here the way life is treating us and our health and all that. Well, that's because this is not our normal place, and you got angelic war with these beings, man. These beings are freaking real. And just because you don't awaken your psychic abilities, and so you don't perceive them or think they exist. 12 tribes, Vatos. You were Polarian. You were Hyperbornian. You were Lemurian, brown skin, Atlantean, red skin, Aryan, white skin, Muvarian, yellow skin, Unchechi, black skin. You are the Urantrian starseeds, brown skin. You're the Brenua starseeds, red skin, and the white skin Hibrus starseeds, and the blue skin. Did I say blue? Sorry. I meant blue flame speakers, the Melchizedek starseeds. With black, well, no, sorry, yellow skin and then black skin Uniseti starseeds. So this is where we're coming from, Vatos. They did not create you. The Anunnaki, the Inki, the Enlos, Hello, Vatos. They didn't create you. These creatures did not create you. They're lying to you. They're dark beings. Hello, you're light. Shine your light. You're not a Luciferian. You're not a Satanist. Okay? Nope. And if you guys are interested, this diagram I sell for $5. Check it out. It's worth it. This is a powerful tool. Consciousness tool. I put the link in my Patreon below. Check it out. Support Christos Avatar. If you're learning anything, check it out, baby. Alright. So I guess we'll keep it kind of like that, I guess. Wow, that sucks. How can I find out which starseed I am, or from where I incarnated to? Or incarnated here. Larissa, Elena, thank you, Holy One. You would simply say, that's within your soul. That's a personal thing within your own soul. But some people are trying to get a service done. Some people are psychic who are able to do that. I don't offer that service. I have consultations. If you guys are interested, you just choose the Rishi membership on my Patreon. That's for, time spent with me with consultation. But anyways, we are, bringing in this information. It's ascension mechanics, and actually learning about your past lives and your future lives, which are your simultaneous lives. That's what we're learning. And well, you start to remember it yourself, you guys. You will get communication with yourself. You will become aware of your other selves. Those other selves can think in your mind, make a thought in your mind, but you perceive it as your own. I'm gonna freak you out, but this is yourself. And think about it. You're like the little kid of yourself. You're the little youngster. You're just still learning from your higher consciousness. We're actually trying to pull that in. It's pulling in our higher consciousness that transmutes the shadow of our lower consciousness. So we start rising in frequency. It is spiritual science. Okay, there's mechanics to this, and we're learning that. Well, cool, yeah. Raise your consciousness and remember yourself. You won't need to ask another person to, whatever they do, hypnosis, I don't know. Some people do it and find out that way. It's always better to do it within yourself by raising to your, putting that intention there, and then using some of these techniques to activate your higher chakra, which activate the lower chakra. That's what I was going to say. We actually teach how to bring in the, like for example, you're going to learn about the 8th chakra, which I feel a lot, which is our mated galactic core. And then you have the 9th silver chakra, the 10th above your head, the 11th above your head farther, and then 6 inches below your feet. You have the white star, and then the pale turquoise star in the middle of the earth. It's part of your morphogenic field. It's part of your Partikai units, or Partikai grid. It's one of the chakra. And then you go into a pale yellow, which is a 14th dimensional consciousness. Then you go into the pale, you would say magenta, which people call the violet flame. And then you're in another level of consciousness. So these are all parts of you. We're actually outside of this, man. It's crazy, right? We don't just have, this life. We have many, and they're all something that you can connect to. Start remembering yourself and answer the question that you want to know, coming from within yourself. And then that becomes a cognition, and it changes you forever. You're not the same person anymore with those realizations, with that code. Connecting to your parts is part of ascension. So you want to reach that level of awareness of your other selves, which is your multidimensional consciousness, a whole nother thought of what life is, of what you are. It's your identity. And once you get to that level, you guys, you'll connect to that Christar, which is an avatar, 12th dimensional avatar, man. That is a huge, huge energy that you are. This is why I call you holy, because, man, it's freaking amazing what you are. We're just embodied, part of us, part of that big family, which is you right now, in the driver's seat of the third dimension here, in this time vector, because you have many. As I explained a little while ago, you saw how many you have, at least 144. That's this particle. You got antiparticle going on. You're badass. You're spiritual badasses, homie. Don't let these religions dupe you. That's bullshit. That's not. I'm sorry. That's not. That wasn't loving. Can I correct myself? Sorry, guys. That is not. No, that doesn't sound good either. Okay. Well, it's a lie. But I'm not trying to offend you. It's dark. God is not. No. God does not. What they say? Burning rage or wrath, hate or anger. Burning anger. Oh, not just anger, but a burning anger. No. Bullshit. God does not have burning anger. God doesn't go off on wrath. Whoa! The hell? That's like basic discernment. Burning anger and wrath. Shit! That's the description of a demon. Something that's full of hatred. God is not full of hatred. Burning anger. You know, people we know who have those anger issues, but God has an anger issue. I call bullshit. God is love. And it's also an unconditional love. That means there is no condition to God's love. You don't have to do A, B, C, and D. You could forget God, and most of you have. You deny God. You deny this part of yourself, this identity of yourself. Now you got some ETs telling you, oh, they're your God, and you must worship them. You must subjugate. You must live in fear. Fear God. Whoa. Whoa, dang. God is love, man. Unconditional, no conditions. You forget yourself. You forget that God is everywhere, omnipresent. Call yourself omnipotent. Maybe it's all fragmented in your junk. It's not junk. But it's the air. It is your potential. Did you squander your potential in this life? Or are you awakening? Some of you are awakening, yes. All these naysayers, oh, they don't believe. They think you're schizophrenic. They want to diagnose you and give you pharmaceuticals and maybe send you to a shrink so the shrink can take that away. Don't you dare tell them that you astral travel. Oh, wow, there goes that medicine. They'll take that away. A piece of you, your awareness. What's, mommy, I'm in outer space. I don't feel like myself. Huh? That's what the government is doing. You know, that's what these beings do. It's an attack on your holy indigo children. Some of you are grown up, you're indigo adults, you know, okay? But these are starseeds. We're beings from outer space. Extraterrestrials, which are multidimensional. It's not just aliens from Sector B or Galaxy 2. It's another reality field with its galaxies and universes. But higher versions, higher vibrating versions of yourself. And then that's you on this side. Then you got your parallel selves. and that you can connect. You can affect each other. Your selves, other selves, past lives, future lives, those other selves can affect each other. Some of your shit might be from one of your other selves, so it's good to become aware of them. So maybe you can project love, send healing to some of your other selves. Maybe you're on the other end of that. Maybe some of your other selves are sending you love and healing and protection. Not some external God, not some, alien. It's you. You're probably an alien. You are an alien. And human, but not only human. Okay? It's complex when you start realizing that, you're made of many races of beings combined into one being. Some people will call that a mutt. Hello, you're not just a mutt, you're a many. You have variety. You have these memories from each DNA strand. You have a history in each strand. And all of those combined together is many. You lived many. You are many. Akuye. I love you, homies. Thank you for joining my live. Much respect to you and your spiritual journey. Connecting to your own personal Christos. Achiwa. From my avatar Vatos to your avatar Vatos. What's up, Indigo? Yeah. Much respect to all of you. Peace and love to all of you. Blessings to all of you. I want to give you a bear hug. I want to give you a kiss on the cheek. What's up, homies, homegirls, indigo princesses? Peace and love. Be nice and friendly. Try it on. Try it. Stop being angry and ego and arrogant and rude. Why do you find yourself always in that vibration? Why? Why are you not perceiving God? Why are you not psychic? Oh, but there's something wrong with us. We're schizophrenic and something else. I don't know. Thank you for that diagnosis. Peace. You know yourself. You call bullshit, Indigo. You know yourself. And you know what Team Indigo is. What's up? Spiritual gangsters. We know what's up. We are awakening. You are shrugging this, transmuting this, saging, cleansing, purifying. Peace. There is gonna be peace. It's coming in our vibration, in our speeches, in our things that you do for yourself and others. Love yourself. How do you expect someone else to if you don't love yourself? Love yourself. Care about your health. Care about your life. And that you can, that you can actually evolve it. That it doesn't have to stay just like this, the same all the time. You can actually have a fantastic life. Just expand your potential. It's only limited by your imagination. Because what we can do and become when we start awakening this DNA, because that's what we're doing, man, it's going to rock the world. Maybe not all humans, because some are falling. Some are just dropping in their hatred, in their, it's just making their consciousness fall. They fragment and fragment. Notice that's not the original. The original is way up here, but you fell. You fell. Understand, they project themselves. It's a projection. And all of those are, you could say from our point of view, different time periods. And each one is a higher improvement in consciousness and body. And obviously there's some that are falling from a high level, so they're going, as you're rising and ascending, there's some that are falling. While you ascend, some are falling. So some of those are powerful right there, but you may not realize they're falling. They're up here, but ahead of you, but they're falling while you're rising. Doesn't mean they're damned and can't stop it. They can stop it. They have free will. This entire time matrix, all levels, the 15 dimensions of levels, it's all free will. So these beings they're not damned. I know religion damns these beings or any beings. They judge, well, that's not God. Only extraterrestrial creator gods are claiming this. You're not sinful if you're a human. If that's what you want to be diagnosed as, okay, go for it. So you have free will. That's what you're doing with your free will. You have choices, honey. Don't forget that. And don't live your life for someone else. What's up with that? Why are you consciously serving a vampire? Either in your family or in your relationships or marriages or whatever. Why are you not transmitting that? You are a being of light. Well, hello. Cleanse, SOS pad, change, we call transmute. Transmute that. It's all free will. You put yourself in as serving someone else, okay. They're vampiring you. You like being bitten and sucked and drained, okay. Well, you have free will.
I love you. Blessings and love to you, vatos. Yeah. Okay. I hope some of this you can take in. I hope someone, maybe it's new to you, but it's all multidimensional. And your identity is a multidimensional collective. And you can start seeing them. Whoa! Glorious! What? Oh my God, Gigi. You'll see. It'll be a witness. You're a testimony. You'll feel it in every molecule, you could say, of your body. You'll just, it's a resonance. It's a electrotonal. That's the electrified sound. Chicas. I love you, holy ones. Some of you are part of this family. Jesus was real, but not from that point of view. Sorry, not sorry. Jesus taught ascension from this guardian alliance, part of this love and light, not a fake light. Okay, Christ consciousness. He is an avatar, just like some of you are also Christed avatars. But this one was in our history and made it, a big. This is an indigo type 1. And according to Ashiana and the guardian material, you would say, I just want to say something, you guys. I know that there's a lot of debate about Ashiana because of what happened in 2012. So I just want to cut that shit right here and say, hello. Whether that's true or not, everything before that, to 2012 is legit. Whether you can still learn how to ascend, to fix these distortions and ascend through this material. There's a freaking started in 1998. So if she suddenly changed, like a lot of people are saying, well, I'm not going to be sending people to her website. But this material is still freaking profound before she changed her name. So there's parts of her up there, whether she did something down here or not. Man, realize we're multidimensional, and I connected to her on a high level. I actually use this code. I share it on my site. It's a symbol, and I was able to connect to this. Oh, there goes my camera. So let me
I gotta just switch the battery out. But I switched it back to the diagram real quick while I do that. I love you guys so much, man. When you're an indigo child, you care... Whoa. Damn it. You care so much about people. Sorry, I didn't mean to say damn it. I just had an electrical thing. I have such a small space. I'm dealing with a small space. Sorry, guys. All right. And, but it won't always be like that, right?
Yeah, baby. What's going on? We're bringing it back online. We're bringing this code on in. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, check. Yeah. What's up? Give me a hug, Vato Locos. You think I'm weird? That's all right.
Some of you just have no clue, I guess. No connection to stuff like that. Chicas. I'm so lucky, I guess you could say, because I am in the city that have this annual giant crystal show in Tucson, and so it's every year actually. It literally, I know for a fact that it starts in January, but it doesn't get open to the public until really about you would say February. But yeah, it's the Tucson Crystal Gem Show or something like that. It's the whole city. I mean, well, not the whole city. Come on. There's a lot of vendors who start coming in and they start selling a bunch of crystals. So it's freaking amazing when that happens. I love crystals. So even just to go there and feel their energy, because they have these giant, you would say, geodes, and then you get connects to the crystal. You can feel it, man. You can feel that being. And then you get a chance to go look at all these crystals and touch them and like, whoa, yeah. It's awesome, man. I suggest you guys find yourself a crystal. Come on, chica. What are you waiting for? Cool. Yes. Yeah. Whoa. I love you. Shimas. That's all you gotta do. Live your life with love, man. All kinds of wonderful things will happen. Positive changes. Because you're transmuting your consciousness. Wow, go figure. No one's gonna save you. Jesus didn't want you to worship him. Come on. We're all God. Okay? He was part of the Essenes, which is the Melchizedeks. Actually, yeah. So we have this family line. You came out of it. Some of you were in that Christ period. Not just these people, you know. It's not all about Ashana, guys. It's not all about one person. But obviously she gave so much to the earth. And everything up to, I would say, you go find out for yourself. You make your own decision. But for my own record, I just want to say that she never has made a public explanation. It's not on her website. And it does seem weird. I mean, it's too early for me to make a decision, but everything else stands, man. It goes up to like sliders 12. The information is freaking there. I would make sure you even get as much of it as you can, copied or something. Because they're trying to stop the information. It's so freaking, what you call, Something's not right. Whatever, because there's no support for like a central hub. They have something on Twitter or some bullshit, but it's like, no, man. This is what's going on, okay? There should be a freaking community of Christic beings getting together. And that's what I'm going to be working on. So thank you for when you do support Christos Avatar, because we're trying to reach millions of people. Sorry, I don't have a mod on, guys. If your comment didn't show, I'll push show as soon as I see it.
Mac D. Smith! What's up, Holy One? Gennaro, let's do it, yeah! Say what? Jay-Zin. Tonya 5, hi Christos. Greetings, Holy One. Jared. What's up, Jared? Doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, man, be your authentic self. Don't, if someone offends you and says you look stupid or ugly or fat or whatever, man, don't let that crowd bother you. That's like weak energy. You can go beyond that weak energy, because your Christed energy is so much more powerful than that. Come on. I mean, even if you have to live with these people, right, for hopefully a short time, you want to move on. You want to transmute your life, change your life to something better. Okay? You just, don't give a fuck sometimes. I don't like to say those words, but, you really don't live your life for someone else. So many people put expectations on you and your energy, and your direction of life. I want to do this, though. Hello. Oh, now you get suddenly condemned or something. Because you didn't follow someone's expectations. Hello. Vampire. A vampire. Woo, doo, doo. Little things should be going off in your head. This person is trying to siphon me. No, you're not. Hello, I am awakened. Sikas. Mochua. Yeah. What's up? We just are the raw. In the raw, baby. It's like we are trying to expand and evolve to a greater plateau of ourselves. It's not as if you can, do all that in one night. But some of you are hungry for knowledge. Yeah. We're busy transmuting this shadow. Come on, you gotta admit, in our own personal life, our own past, maybe we had shit consciousness. Like now I can look at some of my past self, not all of it was bad. Some of it, I'm like, I would like to give myself a lecture, but we can't even do that. We have to love all those parts of ourselves and all the other parts of God, and wow, it's not easy. It's not easy being loving all the time. Some people you just feel like, damn. I'm light, they're not, but what? Hey, if it is a spiritual war, well, does that mean you have to have a smile all the time? So realize you defend, and if someone's trying to harm you, you naturally defend. Same thing in the spiritual world. Someone's trying to hurt you spiritually, energetically, you defend. You're becoming aware of these vampires and how it's a spiritual war and how you're in it. Remember, you're an ascended master. You put yourself here. You're like ranging from way up here down to here. Because the ascended master projects itself into a hologram. What does a hologram do? It goes,
puts you in the 12th dimension, the 11th dimension, puts you in the 10th dimension, puts you in the, whatever you're actually, it depends on your DNA. But generally speaking, most races would have all the way to the bottom. But it's interesting because even our own race is not from here. We started in the density 2, which is dimensions 4, 5, and 6. And you can see even in the Voyager's information by Ashiana Dean, not the new version of her, you can't prove that. I can't prove that, what people are saying about her. I just go by, hey, there hasn't been some public explanation. I still love you, Holy One. Whatever people are saying about you. So I say, learn the new information from Iyasha, and you be the judge. Find the truth inside yourself if you resonate with the new information. Out of respect, I say that, Because, dude, there's still freaking hella knowledge in there. There's a shitload of knowledge, man. When everything was freaking awesome, she's a superstar in my book. She's a spiritual badass, and if you guys haven't seen her development, like I'm familiar with some of the oldest material, so I've seen how she's developed. So I have much respect for her, and I felt it strongly that I've seen her on a higher level of herself, not from this level now. I mean, not from 3D. Even though I've seen her and been with her in the 3D. It was in 2010 at the Phoenix workshop, which I believe was one of the sliders. So I've been in a sliders workshop, dude. There was a small group of us, and I was one of them, that went with Ashiana and her then husband, Mr. Dean, to Biosphere 2. So it's not like I had a personal conversation with Ashiana. We were actually told way before, at the beginning, not to bother her with questions and stuff. And especially when she's speaking and in front of 500 people, she can't just stop and make a conversation. She's got to, Anyways, it's online, bro, sister. Learn that freaking knowledge, awaken yourself. What are you waiting for? I'm teaching at my pace because I can't just know it all at once and share it all at once. It's happening as I happen. So, and it's like a great honor, though, to be understanding this knowledge because, honestly, in 2010, I didn't understand it. It went over my head, but I was there for a reason. The Guardians got me there for a reason. I was in a room of Guardians for a reason. I was part of these group of indigo coming together at this type of information and knowledge. You find yourself studying this information and knowledge. It doesn't resonate with everybody. Look, you get a bunch of people making these low vibe remarks. They don't understand this stuff. It goes over their head. It went over my head back then. But I still was there. It's kind of like you go to a sacred site that is known to have a portal energy or some powerful energy that you would benefit by going to it in person. Looking at the pictures is one form, but definitely going to the location is an activation of your DNA, of your memory. That's what we want. Those of us on a spiritual journey, we're looking for uploads, upgrades, activations, changes, transmutations. We're learning this inner alchemy. Some people don't care. They mock you, make fun of you, criticize you, judge you. Hello. You're the one. You're talking to me like I'm the one who's a low vibe. A lowly person or something. Look at you. Look at your energy and your speech. And wow. That's why you're not friends with them. That's why you're not looking for conversations or relationships with them. That's called placing boundaries. Your energies are very important. You're a priestcraft. So you look out for your influences around you. Or you're getting that inside your field. You become aware of your field, your unified fields. It's like an onion. It looks like layers of an onion, like this. That's what your chakra bodies are, which are called particle grids. Each color spectrum is another unified field. Another particle grid. So we have a bunch of particle grids, a bunch of these energy fields inside each other. And those are all levels of consciousness. These are all your past lives and future lives. Your mini lives. Your personal Christos. And you evolve through them. And it's like every single ascension is a migration. You're combining more with your parallel, your doppelganger, and you are also bringing in more of your consciousness here, the higher strands. The innerchristos teaches you how to activate the highest strands. We start introducing you to the 12th dimensional chakra, which is below your feet, and you learn this information. And then you learn and play with these higher chakra and activate the lower chakra. They're actually like the morphogenic field of our particum, actually. Particle is down steps into actually fission and fusion is creating two forms, a particum and a particle. So we're part of the particum universe. And so we're trying to bring in our higher chakras. We learn how to activate them. So that fixes, that repairs, and it's actually, they correspond. Some of those higher ones correspond with the lower ones. So kind of like they're helping. And remember this, the 12 tribe. The 12 tribe. The lower races are the earth seeds. Okay? So as soon as you become a star seed, there's no more body. Is that weird? When you're in the 7th dimension, you're now pure consciousness. After the 7th dimension, sorry. As soon as you become 8th dimension, whoa! Now you switch to no body. And also, no body, there's no junk. You have no you have no sexual organs. There's no gender. After 7th dimension. But people believe in some father god. They have some patriarchal belief system, impression of what is God. And no mother, no daughter, just a boy god and a boy son. Where's female? Where's the female? I don't know. It's like, whoa. So your discernment must come from this connection to knowing that all are God. Women are equal. We're all God. Man, woman, child, animal, insect. Those are parts of your past. We don't come from apes. Realize you are an energy consciousness that parts of you have been projected or also have fallen. So parts of you are animals. Parts of you are plants. You didn't come from them. You fell down from them. Those are distortions of your original self. And we're awakening to that consciousness. And we are learning light. We're exposing darkness. Okay? You can resonate with anything. You don't have to believe in anything I say or what anything anybody says, including Ashiana or whatever. You are God's sovereign free. Even if you don't identify with that, you have free will. You probably fight for your free will. You want free will. You know you have free will. You have free will. You're making your own free will choices. You can't point your finger at no one else and blame anyone else for your issues or problems. You find yourself in suffering. Well, it's because of something you've done. You're experiencing a hologram, and that is built on your thoughts. Your experience is because of your previous thoughts, and the more that you think, the more that you're affecting the outcome of your life and experience in the hologram. Because we're manifesting, even if we don't know how to use it, we're still doing it. We're manifesting 3D experience as a race. The human race, or our people right now, are 4th dimensional. And we're having a 3rd dimensional experience. You could say those are your future selves. Well, you got past selves, past parts of human, past parts of being an animal, parts of yourself being a plant, parts of your being a subatomic particle. Because everything's an individual consciousness. Even a particle is a consciousness within it. Individual consciousness. Like we would think a speck of sand is so tiny, but still that is alive as an individuated consciousness. It's a projection from higher beings creating this world. So we project from the 4th dimension. The human race is projecting from 4D, this 3D experience. So realize it's all identity, awareness levels. You're going to go through another awareness level. This awareness level sucks. We just think of oneself when you're part of a 12, which is a soul. So you have one soul that you're part of, a 12 of you. But you got 12 of you right here and 12 of you in the parallel. And that's a separate soul, a antiparticle soul. That sounds kind of cool, antiparticle soul. You're part of some another you. So it's pretty cool. We're like only trained ourselves, or we just forgot how to do it, but you can actually communicate to these other selves. Can you imagine that? Because you'll be accessing knowledge from their life experience. It's like now you have 2 databases and more. How many selves have you connected to this week? You know? And think about this. This is also what dreaming is. You go to sleep, your body does anyways, but your consciousness, hello, it's experiencing it's experiencing, putting on the goggles, so to speak, of your other selves. But you see it in your own point of view, in its point of view, one of your other selves' point of view. You are now part of their point of view, and now it's your dream world. You are going through a dream, but that dream is actually another you. And you're learning that you have many other yous. Okay, and so the tricky thing is that sometimes it's kind of like showing you from your voice or your thought. Later you'll know the difference between your thoughts and some other selves' thoughts. You can connect and telepathically speak, and you hear them in your head. You know, this is part of the evolved human, not one that has no psychic abilities. Don't you realize? Most of you got it backwards. These beings who are you making fun of, spiritual people, hippie people, whatever you think is some low weirdo, when they're actually more evolved than you, honey. Consciousness-wise, DNA-wise, they're more evolved than you. While you're still here judging people and into 3D, into the flesh, into the physical, into the superficial, instead of what is really the unmanifest part of you, the consciousness part, the spiritual part. That is not. These are contours. These are hologram fields, man. This is a light show. You know, this is a unmanifest becoming manifest, or perceiving itself as manifest, but it's still not the manifest part. That's a lie. It's an illusion. The real part of you is the thinking part, the consciousness. Okay? And then you realize other consciousness from the other parts of you. Whoa. Dang. Maybe you're connecting to some of your soul, some of your parallel, some of your shadow. Maybe you're connecting to some of your third dimensional selves. Maybe you're connecting to some of your fourth dimensional astral selves. Maybe you're connecting to some of that other fragmented DNA, which is in your future, and connecting to your future self, your sixth dimensional, your seventh dimensional, your eighth dimensional, your ninth, which is diagonal. These are both diagonal. So you got a energy line going like a unicorn, but also one going this way. This is the eighth going like that downwards, and this one's going upward like a unicorn. So there's two diagonal chakra. So they're you know how most chakra are aligned in the middle. Well, they're all aligned in the middle, but they're straight forward, coming out your chest and coming out your back. Two vortexes. In the middle of these two wormholes, vortices, is a gateway, and you're opening that portal. In your consciousness, you're learning how to open it, and that's called activating your chakra, activating your DNA. So you're activating DNA by activating chakra. You're going into the code of the matrix to fix things. It's called your holographic field, your manifestation template. Well, that what makes you here, and it's all done through this particle, fission and fusion, creating this, you would say, fission, breaking itself apart, fusion, bringing it back in, breaking out, bringing it back in. Fission, fusion. You're going through a process of actually flashing on and flashing off. Flash on, flash off. Flash on the antiparticle, flash off. Flash on the particle, flash off. It's happening so quickly. 300th of a second or something. It's happening so quickly you don't notice it. Realize that you're two, but the two are many. Simultaneously, in the hologram, it's all holographic. It's all done through tones. Bass tone, resonant tone, overtone. No, I said that. Bass tone, overtone, two tones. Those two tones make a third tone called a resonant tone. And that's one density one. That's a resonant tone, a trinity of tones. Remember, it's a hologram. 3 different dimensions, 3 different tones, 3 different dimensions, 3 different tones. Okay? So this one's 3 tones. Now you got another tone for astral consciousness, archetype consciousness, celestial angel consciousness, and you keep going up in this, Templar. This is part of who you are. These are parts of your races, parts of your body, parts of your consciousness. You label them past lives, future lives, reality. They're all simultaneous lives. You are a mini in the now. In the now, you are now many. And you take that all the way up, you know that all this minis, all of this is actually just one being. You call God. All the selves and all your buddies' selves and other people be selves, all these races and their selves, they're all go back up to all one. But some of those selves want to control, want to take their energies into themselves, steal it to grow from their energy, from siphoning it from something else, someone else. Vampires. Fallen angelics. Negative aliens who have dark agendas. Not in the human's best interest. I'm not saying all Anunnaki are bad, not all reptilians are bad. We're not talking about the good ones. We're talking about the ones trying to hurt us. So don't take me out of context and say, oh, no, yeah. Because you'll still get those kind of comments. Oh, no, all Anunnaki are bad. Oh, but then it'll say even other things like Inky and Enlil are good. No, they're not good. But when you're guardian, you don't say wrong or right or negative, evil or right, because all are God. You learn this. It's kind of like a takes stages to understand it. It's tricky. What if someone hurts your kid or something? You get freaking rage, right? Well, there's you and your consciousness mixed in with a bunch of toxic consciousness, maybe. Well, that averages out into it affects you. Especially with aggressive people, negative people pushing their will on you, trying to control you. That's what they do. Try to manipulate you, try to feed off you. They feed off of fear. They feed off of, guilt. They try to shame you. They try to put you down. Hello, you're interacting with someone who's fallen in their emotions, their consciousness, and their energy, in their visions. They're seeing dark shit. They're thinking about horrible things. They love horror movies. They love horrible ideas. They think them out in their twisted minds. Some of them, harm people. Some people are criminals, and the good people can't relate. Why are you acting this way? Leave us alone. But they won't leave you alone. That's why there's crime. That's why there's horrible things happening. Because there's some freaking darkness inside here. It's not imagined. These beings and spirits are real. Aliens are real. Some say, oh, you believe in aliens. You're a schizophrenic. What? First of all, I saw one, and I wasn't on drugs like you're thinking. Realize these things are being reported all over the planet, dude, and all throughout history. Even in ancient times, they're talking about UFOs and alien extraterrestrial beings. It's not New Age or something just from yesterday. It's ancient and goes back. We're talking about actually an expanded history with the innerchristos. They teach us, the Guardian Alliance, the Guardians teach us that, hey, your race, your people, the 12th dimensional race, are 560 million years old. That's how you would say ancient. Because it's weird, because the higher fields that you fell from are the future. So you fell to the past. Now you're trying to expand back to God, back to yourself, your original self. So it's like, whoa, yo-yo, fall, rise, fall, what, or just rise to the top. Get the F out of the matrix if you want. Yeah. You got 12 strands, you can leave. Goodbye. Hasta la vista, Earth. Or time matrix. Goodbye. Go back to Ascent Mastery. Remember, there is no darkness after the 11th dimension. It's blessed and beautiful and joyous. In 12D, 13D, 14D, 15D, and Ascended Masters. Okay? Now, we've been told by the Guardians as well that some time matrices have been completely taken over by the dark. Well, in our time matrix, our darkness goes up to the 11th dimension. So they haven't made it all the way up. They haven't taken all the way over. They haven't taken over every planet. But they're strong. And they're going to be up and in our, our life. Because they impose it. That's what they do. That's what some of you do. You impose your will on others. And you try to siphon their joy, their happiness, their, energy. Kachima. You're like a little slave master. You're a little control freak. You're in a relation trying to dominate your partner. And some of you are on the other end of that stick, but you shouldn't be. You should awaken that and transmute that. Hakaya. I love you, holy ones.
It's on fire, man. It's a flow. It's like thank you for being on my live, you guys, here on Christos Avatar. If you like anything you've heard, or please consider even a small gift of $5, because you can make a difference. And I also give something in return. You guys can have that Time Matrix Man for $5. And to also realize that I update it, so you will have access to any of the additions. Because if you look at my Time Matrix diagram, there's actually room on the top and on the bottom to add more things. So always check back. I will be updating that diagram as time goes by. It says 44 likes. I like to see those numbers. That explains my memories from the future. Teyote AI. I actually dated a Japanese girl named Ai. Her name was Ai Shiratori-san. That's so interesting. Thank you. Nathan Hall! Hearing that makes me cry right now. People trying to instill fear, put us down, try to bring us down. Have a family member that does that. Yeah, you guys. And a lot of these people aren't even aware of what they're doing or what their consciousness is. And so as a loving being, we don't judge them either. We don't react to them as well. But we also don't put ourselves to be victims by these people. Christ is not a lamb. Christ is a lion, a lion. Okay, we're high-level conscious beings. Let's own that. Come on, be responsible for that. Let's represent that. Let's be that. Can you imagine if a bunch of you started acting like your avatars? Holy cow, we'd have this consciousness building on the planet. And that's exactly what we need. Remember, the higher strands, which you are coming in, the higher strands transmute the lower strands, which creates ascension for this consciousness. We're like coming back and healing parts of ourselves. You can think of it this way. While you're here, you're a psychic starseed, becoming psychic or whatever, awakening. And well, part of that is meant to help this people here. We were already here, man. We've already done all this. We already got all this. We already lived here. Why would a 6th grader come and hang out with the 3rd grader class? Solar plexus is 3rd. Why, damn. Why would you go back? Those kids are short. So, you know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to help them out. You know how they have teachers' assistants, where you're like trying to assist the students? You're like alumni. You're not teaching them, you're just helping them remember what they already know. Because when you come in here, dude, as a kid, you're pretty brilliant if you were allowed to be. If you didn't have these adult fools influencing, you would say, tainting your brilliance, your light, your intelligence. They won't give you the right environment for you to soar in your potential. Because truly you have potential. You just don't have a supporting environment, an aware, awakened environment, because we're in a spiritual war. It's hard to find the truth, right? So much bullshit and lies and if even Ashiana can be attacked. So we realize it's pretty serious down here. We have opposition, and these beings are powerful too. But we don't live life in fear. Light doesn't go in fear. We keep in our ferocity, man. You're not supposed to be a victim either. Don't be a wimp. You're strong. You're light. Act like light.
That doesn't mean you go judge people. What are you doing? You know, that's what they do. You transmute, you guard. Find out what that means. Inside yourself. You don't need a middleman to God. You know, even if something did happen to someone like Ashana, guys, you still can grow into your own, you know? Just saying. It's not about one person. And you can find that truth. Remember, the DNA is in here. You become more aware of these fallen angels, and you don't become victims of them anymore. Because you're aware, awakening. Oh, thank you. Shamsi Ruffin. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you for the feedback, you guys. That means so much to get your guys' feedback. Oh, and by the way, when I did a poll, it's changed. It's not 100% anymore. Now it's 62%. And that's okay. So that's more than half. And so there is, you guys realize that the Earth itself is going through some activations and changes as she evolves in her ascension process. So that affects all life. That means that even people who are not becoming spiritually awakened, they're all going to be feeling symptoms of some changes. And it's not even like it's not just not understood. It's not understood. But it's actually, you know, causes a lot of suffering when you don't know what all this stuff is. And that's what's so freaking amazing about the innerchristos. It's the most profound knowledge I've ever seen on the planet, dude. And so I know that it actually works because I've used some of these techniques in my own life, and I've definitely seen huge shifts and miraculous things. Because you grow into your awareness, every one of us. You can get stuck in the 3D in the ego and see only one self, not other past selves, not other future selves, only yourself. You don't see the many. You have no perceptions of those spiritual worlds, psychic realms. You can. It's not impossible to develop it. It's in your potential. And so is your memory waiting for you. Isn't it exciting to know some of your other parts? And that happens, then, hey, maybe you'll find some UFO helping you when the time comes. My chiwa. There are some vatos up there. They have their tasks to do in those time periods. Aster. Yeah, this is something called a setback. Is something cataclysmic about to happen? Ask Daydream 8. We won't put that out, that's not something that the Guardians, or at least it's not talked about. But something about, I would say, far in the future, 2,900 something. I don't know the last two numbers. It's in that century. So there's some implosion to Earth. But that's so freaking long, right? Anyways, Earth will go through changes when it completes its cycle. There will be destruction, but not, I wouldn't say in our lifetime. I mean, I could be wrong, right? I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the fallen angels, the dark ETs? Because, they attempt to take over. We've already been destroyed as a human race more than once. This is our third time around. So it's not as if it's impossible for it to happen again, where we get wiped out a third time. Now remember, most of the people watching this channel are what you call indigo children. You're not following the same path as an earthseed. You have the DNA. You have your ticket back home. I mean, as long as you have your passport, you know. Machiwa. I usually don't eat dinners, but I might tonight. Because this kind of thing takes energy, so I need to replenish. So I think it's okay. And I told you guys earlier at the show, that beginning, that I will be doing my live every Tuesday. And I might be adding more days in the future, but for now I can tell you at least I'll be here on Tuesday, like today, so. I love you guys. And there's 44 people on 9. Excuse me. And the chat revenue says $19.99, which is 3 9s. You see the numbers just fly. It's like, whoa, man. And when you look at the number 12, you know it's divisible by 3. And so you're always going to find 3s as being a trinities, as being a very important factor in this spiritual science system. So when I see 999, that's so freaking amazing, because you're getting this code. It's like we're in an energy system. We're energy beings in an energy system. Something like this is energy. Is even letters of alphabets are energy. If you didn't know that, this is carefully planned out. In the past, we were knowledgeable about light, spectrums of color, sound, and this power of symbols. We this was our playground. Now we're like so forgotten our potential. It's almost pathetic and sad. But some of us are awakening. Some of us are holding the record. And you know this is record. There is record. And you can connect to the Guardian Alliance. You can connect to channel your higher parts, learn how to do interdimensional communication. Learn that you're an extraterrestrial that's able to connect to other beings and races. And some of those are your people, your peeps. It doesn't matter if people don't agree or believe. You know for yourself. You shrug that off. You don't worry and concern yourself what other people believe, even if they're concerned with what you believe, because they will be. Well, you're not the same. You know better, and you're trying to raise your consciousness, and you don't allow that energy to affect you. You are God, sovereign, free. Just remember that and repeat it. It's a positive mantra. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Come on. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And so it is. Machiwa. And next, I am Christos. I am Christos. I am Christos. Remember, 12D is the 12th chakra, and these chakra are actually create a Merkaba. These are little Merkabas, not really necessarily little. These are Merkaba, and you are Mokacha. Every dimension has a Merkaba, and every version of you has a Merkaba. We're really just energy beings, but it's all manifest in a hologram. I think if we try to imagine what's in the Ascended Masters level, it would be very hard to understand. Daydreamer. Is the sun sending us new light codes to help us go into this 5D? Actually, that sounds like New Age to me, to be honest. You might benefit from doing sun gazing or something, but we ascend by
you would say, the sun is not what people think it is. It's explained by some weird physics thing, but in this innerchristos information, it doesn't make sense at first, like, what's a sun, So we're like, and even realize that there's a black hole in the sun. There's portals, stargates. And there's wars over these portals and gates. Even on the earth gates. They have ownership of some of the gates. They control some of the beings that come in. That's why there's fights over them. Because then they can allow their people come in. Their dark ones come in. Jacob, thank you, Holy One. You're so festive. I can't speak for the Guardian material, but I feel connected to the alkaline diet. I'm not sure exactly, but I think it came from Dr. Sebi, and I'm definitely a Sebi fan, but I'm also researched him independently before I knew him, so I'm just simply into the alkaline diet for sure, and I believe that affects energy. I believe that becoming alkaline, and you can look at an alkaline chart, try to find the alkaline food chart. You will find out that most of the things that we eat is way at the freaking bottom of the acidic level of food. So that resonates with me. I look at that diet and I'm like, whoa. Once again, I'm not giving it medical advice or, speaking for the Guardian information. I just feel that is truly, ultimately, we should be learning how to be, learn how to be breatharians. And there's some people, seems like they're legit, who can do it. And they're teaching you how to do it. Of course, it's a big deal to do this, right? It's something to do with dry fasting, and it's kind of scary for some people. That means you don't just fast with no food, but you fast with no water, too. Some people may not even think that's possible, but anyways, after a certain amount of time, supposedly you become initiated into as a breatharian. I don't know about all that, but because I haven't done it myself, but that's something you can learn on, and you would say, find out for yourself. So ultimately, I know that we become breatharians in density 2. But as we're bringing in 4D consciousness, which is density 2, we're going to start becoming breatharians. So some of you are the early birds. Maybe you're going to learn how to do it for long periods of time, or just even have the option of going back and forth. So that's besides the alkaline diet. I would say that would be even better, but that still has yet a lot of information to be learned. Because when you start talking about this kind of stuff, you want to make sure it's safe. So that's why you become knowledgeable about it. And maybe just test it. Test an alkaline diet. Research it and see if you resonate with that. I actually believe that Dr. Sebi has a lot of freaking knowledge about it. And he supposedly was murdered. People believe he was. For his knowledge. For his exposing... he's going against like pharmaceuticals and stuff. Teaching people about vitamins and stuff. That how it's wrong and how there's a lot of artificial things, a lot of like we think is logical nutrition. You'll find out that it's like not. It's actually harmful. And that there's a lot of hybrid foods that we eat that we don't know what's going on and how that reacts on us. And he talks about some cleanse, he's known for some famous cleanse to remove the acidity from your body. And that's what an alkaline diet focuses on. Now you look at that chart
and see what kind of foods you'll have to eat to become alkaline. That's if you go the eating route, which most of us aren't able to be a breatharian. So you would go down a less and less and less acidic diet. This is why people subconsciously become vegans. So I was just trying to answer someone's questions. But yeah, I would try that. And thank you once again, Jacob. How can I create a Stargate? Greetings, Holy One. Ravidu. Sorry if I butcher your name. I love you, Holy One. Thank you. How can I create a Stargate? Well, I'm not sure what you're thinking. Like, you mean like a wormhole? Like a... Because you can't create a Stargate. You can create a portal. So the Stargates are part of these planets and suns, and that's what a Stargate that you humans would use as portals of conscious. It transports you, man. So that's a Stargate. You can't create that, but you can create a portal, which is basically Stargates go vertical into other dimensions. Portals take you within your dimension, but to other time periods. That is probably possible through magic. I don't know. But consciousness travels through these. You can go out of your body. You can astral travel. You can go visit through your consciousness, traveling through Stargates or portals or whatever. If it's in your DNA, that's what you would be doing, going through the Stargate. If it's in your DNA, sitting in your home in a meditative state, you could go travel somewhere and go check it out. In your mind, you would say, but in this vision, you open your vision, you can see, you can hear, you can feel spirit. People who have it activated do not feel. And then these unactivated people are pointing their finger at you and calling you schizophrenics or whatever rude things they can come up with. People lost in fantasy land. That's what this point of view is. But it's the other way around. These are the people who haven't evolved themselves, haven't activated their consciousness and their DNA, don't care about spiritual worlds or God or whatever. They're not interested in that shit. They're too busy just being, 3D. They want to they're just living in this lower chakra. Which is what? Survival and sex and the ego. Nice, not nice. So people love being in there. Just survival, sex, and ego. Wow. You know what that feels like, right? You can feel it. Those kind of people stuck in there, in that awareness. You feel Thoth present strongly. It could mean that you have aspects with the Inky, because Thoth is actually from the Inky race. The Inky in Anunnaki, that's what he is. There's a being called Enoch, and this was, he's from the Anunnaki, but from the Jehovian. So it just means that you're part of the Anunnaki, That's your template. You're part human, part Anunnaki, and that makes sense why you would be connected to Thoth. So you're one with the Inky. Enoch is with the Jehovians. They have worked together, but they've also had problems with each other. But they're both high-level immortal beings. They have immortal bodies. And some people, well, I'm not going to go there, so. Anyways, wow, I'll probably be finishing up, you guys, but
I will be talking about different stuff and coming out with separate videos about some of these important topics. And I want to start talking about the crystal body, the kilotic codes, break down the time matrix, and talk more about your identities in the different parallel universe, and how ascension is working between the two. I'll be coming out with that information. And so that I used to do lives every night, but I'm not going to be doing that because I need to make this knowledge. I need to bring it out. We need technique out. So I got to spend some time in the technique and bringing it out to you guys. We got to learn how to ascend for real, not just theorizing about it. Let's do this, and we're going to do this. We're going to develop resources to learn ascension from the innerchristos knowledge. A lot of it is done through these videos of visualization, like those spiritual people talking in the video, and then it takes you on a spiritual journey. That's actually very highly recommended. Those work. Those are part of. I mean, it depends on what the teacher is based off of, but when we come at it from the Christos point of view, those are profound and powerful. You're learning ascension knowledge, baby. Actual understanding of what you are and what you're made of and what reality and planets and suns are made of, what these races are, why they're dark. Learn the history, which is on my blog. You can find some of that history on my blog, which is on my website. Go to my website. The links are in below. You guys can send a PayPal donation, or you can even check out the diagram. You'll get a diagram if you become a member. And we're just growing. Some people leave, but some people come. So we're just like, we're like one of your destinations on your journey. Might as well check out the Discord chat. Come ask some questions. Come join the conversations. What's up? I'll be happy that you guys want to connect. So we're trying to get a community. And we're going to make sure we have the assets we need. We're not going to leave any vatos behind, man. We're crew. We're familia. What's up? Indigo child. Christos being. Yeah. Sorry, the picture is small, you guys. I will have that problem fixed next time, for sure. I feel good, do, like I know that I would, do. Yeah. Don't you feel good? Well, sing it, baby. Dance, yeah. Woohoo. I feel good. Do. Are you gonna be dancing in your birthday suit? Whatever, doesn't matter, man. Just get down, groove. You got this starseed mojo, baby. Indigo mojo. Kwa Yesu. I love you guys. Thank you for being part of my live. Your energy was necessary. Your words that you speaking, some of you guardians speaking, you get trolls speaking, but when you guys speak, you are bringing in code. Your speech is bringing in code, so thank you for being here and sharing your speech, sharing your presence. You're part of this field. Thank you for being part of this field. You're meant to be here. You got family here. The guardians are close by. Don't worry. We got it going on. So, just put intention there. Come on. Learn to send your consciousness. Know how to use it. Be a master of your energy, vatos. Come on. It's a Templar. You're part of this Templar, which is a good thing. Not the fallen one, Templar. Those illuminated ones, not that Templar. That's Antichrist. Against the Christos. Anti-Christos. We're not into Anti-Christos. We're in towards the Christ. Not from religion, from an energy
consciousness point of view.
Peace. Much love.
Come again, vatos. Come on, every Tuesday and maybe more.
What's up?
Join us on Patreon. Yeah. Become a member of YouTube. Yes.
Peace, you guys. Much respect to you and your journey of awakening. Namaste, homie. Gangsta.
Smile to somebody for real, not some fake bullshit. Smile. What's that? Come on, I want to feel your ray.
I want to feel your sunshine.
You know, some people, you know, as a boy, I see some girl who has this beautiful smile. Whoa, thank you. You know, girls can have that smile that make you melt. They're like the girls in the meadow, the girls in the forest, like the princess singing to the animals. I don't know where that's going, guys, sorry. You gotta use visualization. It's important. It will take you places. Peace!
Owa! Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun.